You ever stop to think about the invisible forces shaping your choices every single day? There are these silent agreements that dictate everything from the tech you use to, believe it or not, the career path you take. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on these powerful hidden rules. We're talking about coordination games.
So, let's kick things off with a really simple puzzle. In any country, you've got millions of drivers who've never met, never spoken a word to each other, but they all instinctively agree on one thing: drive on the left or drive on the right. Why is that? I mean, neither choice is inherently better than the other. So what's really going on here? See, here's the secret. The answer has nothing to do with which choice is correct. Success and, not crashing comes from everyone making the same choice. The real payoff is in the coordination itself. If one person decides to be different, they're not being a rebel. They're just creating total chaos for everyone.
And that simple act of driving, well, it reveals a massive truth about how we operate as people. We are constantly navigating these unspoken agreements, these little self-enforcing rules that bring order to our world. And this whole concept actually has an A.
Welcome to the coordination game. Yep, that's the formal term for these situations. And once you understand it, it's kind of like getting a cheat code for seeing how the world really works.
So here's the key. In a coordination game, your best move depends completely on what you expect everybody else is going to do. It's a game of mutual alignment where the big prize is shared success. And it happens all the time, without anyone needing to send out a group text.
So you could have several perfectly good outcomes. Driving on the left, driving on the right, they both work. But your smartest play, your best strategy, is to just do what everyone else is doing. In these games, you don't win by standing out. You win by fitting in.
Okay, so now let's take this idea and see how it plays out in a huge modern arena. Section 2, the logic of networks. This is where the game is being played for billions and billions of dollars.
Just think about the apps on your own phone. Why do you use WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger or whatever it is? Is it really because the features are just so much better than anything else out there? Probably not. It's because that's where your friends are. That's where your family is. You're all coordinating on one single platform.
For these platforms, social media, messaging apps, the value isn't really in the code itself. It comes from the community. The network of users is the most valuable feature, and that value just explodes with every new person who joins. This is the famous network effect, and it is incredibly powerful.
And that, right there, explains the whole Silicon Valley playbook. Grow as fast as you can, give things away for free, do whatever it takes to become the standard. They're not just trying to build a cool product. They're trying to win a coordination game by getting everyone to agree that their platform is the place to be.
And the stakes? They're huge. Once a platform hits a certain size, what they call critical mass, it pretty much becomes the default choice. It creates this lock-in effect that shuts out competitors, even if those competitors have way better technology. It's a self-reinforcing loop where the leader just gets bigger and bigger.
Okay, but this powerful force doesn't just decide which app is on your phone. It's also shaping your future. So let's make this personal. Section 3, your career is a network.
Seriously, believe it or not, every time you make a decision about your professional life, what skill to learn, what software to master, you're placing a bet in this massive, unspoken coordination game with thousands of other people.
I mean, think about it. When you're trying to decide which programming language to learn, are you just looking for the one that's the most elegant or powerful? Or are you looking for the one that most companies are actually hiring for? You're trying to coordinate your skills with what the market wants.
And you can actually see how this happens. It starts small. A few people adopt a new tool or learn a new skill. Then, as more people get on board, it becomes more valuable for everyone to know it. There are more job openings, more online tutorials, more colleagues to ask for help. Pretty soon, it becomes the standard, the safe bet. And at that point, even a brand new, superior skill is going to have a really tough time breaking through that lock-in.
So the big takeaway here for your career is this: the value of your expertise doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's a shared thing, a networked concept. The more people who have coordinated on that same skill, the more valuable that skill becomes for you and everyone else. All right, so let's tie this all together and just look at the big picture. Section 4, the choices we make. What does this all mean for us? When it comes down to it, we are all players in these vast, self-reinforcing systems. Our choices are constantly being shaped by what we think other people are going to choose. And that is why the best technology or the best idea doesn't always win.
More often than not, the standard wins, and it can stick around for a very, very long time, simply because that's the spot where everyone has agreed to meet.
So I'll leave you with this to chew on. The next time you see some brilliant new product or some amazing idea that just can't seem to get any traction, ask yourself, is it because the idea is bad? Or is it because it's trying to fight an established standard and it's simply losing the coordination game?